another Generation 2 Plasticon review! Woohoo!
Hot rods!
Transforming laser rods!
Flying all around in the air and on the ground. Transformer rotors are spinning. They can change before your eyes. That's a rotor shooting guys. When they get into a battle, they be winning. Blazing in the dark, laser rod cars, metamorphing into warriors. Electro volts, sizzle, jolt, fighting with lightning laser blades.
Really motors!
Cause I'm a transforming rotor. Transformers Generation 2, rotors and laser rods each sold separately.
Welcome back to the Plasticon review! Today we're going to cover Generation 2 Powerdive! It's Powerdive. He's a Apache helicopter! Because, you know, helicopters are cool. He's a Decepticon. He didn't know Autobot. Straight up like sporting all that awesome Decepticon purple and the DC here written on the back. And look, he's proud to wear his Decepticon emblem all over the back of this thing. I'm not really sure what these numbers actually stand for, though. Really neat. Do you like it? RDB93. Okay, B93 is probably, you know, obviously the year it came out, but I don't know what the other numbers stand for. So you guys out there, fill me in on that video. Very cool. He's very awesome. He is Rotor Force. He does have a gigantic blade here that won't really spin very well when it's actually pushed down all the way. Even if you decide to wind this, which is semi-difficult to do, unless you're pushing down on this, or take its rotor, put it on here. Now, as you can obviously tell, he's got another set of rotors here, so. And this is kind of difficult to do because of the way this little button is, but, see it. Let's try it again. Doesn't really work very well, Powerdive. I mean, unfortunately, it's kind of hindered because of just this blade here gets in the way of this blade. It's a great idea. The best thing to do is just to remove this blade. This blade is removable. And by the way, just a little disclaimer out there, there is Decepticon tampoed right here on its blade. And these can actually be broken or lost very easily. This is probably the hardest piece to find for Powerdive. But these are actually not too difficult to find. And there is a black version of these that was released with just a few. And those right there, I believe, were pre-releases, like ones that were released at the very beginning. Now this is kind of funny looking because, you know, you got a helicopter with this crazy thing there. Let's see how well we can make this work. Fly! Why did it not fly off? Probably because I pushed down too hard on it. This is just friction held on there, so. You want some power? Power! Give me power! Oh. Power! Power! Boom! There. Flew. Let's go on to its transformation. Powerdive in his robot mode. Yes, he turns into a robot. Who could have thunk? Anyhow, very awesome. I love this translucent cockpit. It really just adds something to it. It's just cool. It does have major light piping going on here because, you know, light piping coming from all directions. Oh, look at that! You can almost glow in the dark kind of eyes and stuff. Ooh, scary. Anyway, very neat. It does have a bit of arm articulation here, although you can do a broken elbow, which I don't really prefer. And if you really want to, you can use that as a laser gun because its fists flip around. This guy actually has a very intuitive transformation. I like how that all happens up here. Unfortunately, not much goes on down here. Now, just a little disclaimer. These you can put forward or any direction. These actually can rotate all the way around 360 degrees, but it's better to use them as heel spurs because he is pretty back heavy. This part here I normally store back here. I will basically flip this up, flip one of these out, cram it behind there, stick it here, this down. It looks like it's actually part of the robot. It does kind of stick out on the side a little bit weird, but honestly, it's rotor blades on a helicopter, so it really doesn't matter. You can create some kind of symmetry here. If you really want your symmetry, you can do that. And there you go. It's better. Whatever. Anyhow, as you notice, this actually is a chunk that removes out of the middle of his helicopter mode. And it obviously does its thing. Winding, 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 winding up the toy. Winding, winding, winding. I love winding up toys, by the way. I like wind up robots and stuff. This actually falls in that category. Yeah. Put his little gun in his hand. Try not to hit the trigger. It's very easy to do on this one. And the great thing is here, you can lift on the back of this. Look at that go! Wow, that's violent. Woo! Toys and violence, who could have thunk? Anyhow, very cool, very awesome. I love Powerdive. Powerdive's probably one of my favorite of the entire rotor force. I just like him. He's really neat. He's very well worth the money. Very difficult to try to find complete. If you do, you are going to pay a little bit more money for him, because finding those blades and that little gun gimmick, especially trying to find this thing here with it, sometimes runs you a little bit. But he's worth the money. Go out and buy one, because, you know, G2. G2 rules. Anyhow, that's my Plasticon. This is me, saying up. Peace out!